Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift. This is the revised edition. Big box, very heavy. Let's see what's inside this one. Okay, folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. If you have, I really do appreciate that support. Thank you very much. So looking at the back of the box here, definitely looks like a cool looking dungeon crawler. This one uses these rondel setups, which I think is really interesting. I don't think there's anybody who's done that before. So very much looking forward to giving this a shot. All right. Little box damage, unfortunately, in shipping, but not too bad. It's got bumped around, and that side got KO'd pretty good. We're gonna have to fix that. Anyway, okay, looking inside here, we have a thing about the backers. So this is a revised edition. So it looks like this was, a Kickstarter deal that kind of revised the game a couple years after it came out. So some information here. I don't know. Let's see. Lots of stuff there. I got to look at this. Looks like there's stuff about, oh, I see. So maybe if there's a problem with the minis, kind of de-warping them, so to speak. All right. So here we have the rulebook. Nice and colorful to start, which is good. All right. So it looks like we've got plenty of information in the sidebars, which will hopefully make it easy to understand with examples, etc. Going into the round now. The Stone of Destiny, which is one of the rondelles there. Hero movement, terrain, hero attacks, area effects, lots of stuff going on. Enemy attacks, info on the enemy, and a scenario, changing heroes, variants, a harder variant, an easier game, two-player game, using resurrection, and then a gameplay example. Perfect. Love gameplay examples. That really makes it easy or easier to figure out what's going on, which is important, especially a game looks like this where it's got a lot going on. Then here's the background summary and information. Hopefully that will take care of everything that comes to mind while playing. Now we have this Perdition's Mouth Abyssal Rift revised edition scenario sheets. Wow. This is a lot of content. As you can see here, just tons of stuff. This one's going to take me some time, I think, to learn and definitely some time to delve into, but a bunch of information. So here, this is a Spanish version on the back. We got the English. I think that's Spanish. I'm sorry. I don't want to, not sure exactly. It looks like the Spanish version. Okay, so just a ton of stuff here for the whole thing. So, lots of content there for the scenario. Set that aside. Let's take a look at these minis. All right. So when we let's back it up here. Looks like we've got lots of different shields that I don't know if that's a standee. What's going on here? So we've got, all right. This and this, there's no way that goes together like that. I'm sure there's something, I just got to read and understand. But the miniatures themselves look fine. Yep. Now, I'm pretty liberal when it comes to miniatures, to be honest. I don't really care so much, unless they're really messed up or deformed, but these all look just fine to me. All right, and then we've got kind of the bigger ones. This looks like our bad guy here, at least one of the big bad guys. Yeah, he doesn't look very friendly. And then one of these little bone worm looking things here also doesn't look very friendly. Okay, and then we have a ton of individual bad lads here. So let's just take a look at some of these. All right, definitely chunky. Definitely chunky. So lots of different looking terrors that we'll be finding, I'm sure, as we go through the game. Oh, how friendly. Look at that. Okay, so plenty of minis there. Now, let's see what's inside as we go deeper. So we have now these rondelles. So here we've got a bunch. Oh, this must be where the kind of shields fit in, I'm sure, while you're playing something like that, where you're going to be doing different things. But you've got the rondel here for move, special attack, sprint, defend, charged, rest, and then bash and aim shot. And then here, spawn, move, attack, move, spawn, attack, move, attack. So those are a couple of them. This looks like it will go on to this guy and reveal the number. So we pop this out. So that's a dial of sorts. Don't know exactly what it is yet. I haven't read the rules yet. But probably like a terror or something that kind of jacks up as you go. Maybe it's a, yeah, because it's like 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 5. So I'm sure that as this turns, it gets worse and worse for our intrepid heroes. Okay, so then we have, looks like the save sheet. They are dual-sided. We got plenty of them. All right. Going deeper still, what do we have here? A whole bunch of, so we have these, look, this is a sticker sheet here, and then a bunch of boards. So I'm sure these will be relating to the different scenarios you're playing. So here is one side and another. So the lavatory, let's see what this is. It doesn't say. It just says Perdition's Mouth, Abyssal Rift. So a couple of game boards. Whoops, don't want to ruin it. Here is entrance, the rubble room. There's the entrance here. And as we go deeper, more of the boards. So, board number 3 is the pet laboratory, as you can see there. 4 is our summoner's lair. Yeah, this game's definitely going to take me some time to learn. But when I do learn it, I will let you know what I think of it from a solo standpoint. So here we have a small nest, like that. And then the sacrificial chamber. Very gritty indeed. And then finally the guard chamber. As you can see. And the Abyssal Rift 9, which, there we go. There's our buddy. Okay. So many different boards there. Now, what else do we have going on? Let's set these aside for a moment. Get a bit deeper in here. So we have more minis. These look like some very nasty looking critters here. big tusks, and some angry flying and weird looking buggy things. Well, definitely want to get to the content. Maybe just have to pull this whole insert out, I suppose. All right. So then we have a couple of rondel. That's the rondel thing, and a couple of little glass markers, bunch of cards, and some tokens. So let's take a look at the tokens here. Okay, you got the medium thickness token board, maybe medium thin a little bit. It's all nice and colorful though. There's our back. And then let's check out the cards. All right, starting with this. So this is, don't know what this is. Looks like an item deck here, maybe a treasure deck. See if we can get these open. Okay. Now, checking out the quality of the cards. They're pretty beefy. I would say you probably don't need to sleeve these if you're not a sleever. They look like they are. They have definitely a good thickness to them. So yeah, definitely all of these are items of sorts. Bunch of different things here. Looks like they have a treasure value on them as well. Some information. All right. Next deck. Wow. Well, we're going right to the vasectomy, I guess. Jeez. All right, cards. Where's your little flap? There it is. Okay. So, I'm not sure if these are wounds. Sort of looks like it. Calf wound, blisters, brain injury, broken nose. Yikes. So, you don't want a lot of these, but I'm sure you're going to get them. Okay. Very descriptive. All right, so a bunch of that. And then looks like you could be captured in a cage here. Ugh. Yeah, definitely a gritty game, so be aware. Definitely be aware. Okay. Take a look at this next deck. Hopefully these are some boons. Otherwise, I'm assuming we're going to do a lot of damage and take a lot of damage. All right, they look like it though, because they're so enlightenment, squeeze, light from the sky. So these look like positive numbers. Should be good. Yeah, must be some benefits, so to speak. All right. So these are most likely the decks that are driving the action for the heroes here, because I see them different colors. Okay, and then maybe one more here. All right. So it looks like the story will continue with the Soul Spire if you want. Okay. And more beneficial stuff here. These may be the upgraded things. All right, we've got some curses, taunts, other things. So lots going on, and then we're back to some items here. All right, let's take a look at these little cards. Another advertisement for different things, but then we've got some different +1s, -1s, different things like that. So these are our modifiers. Okay. One more deck. Lots of content here to unbox. A little bit of a longer video. All right. Now, what is going on in this deck? Same thing. Looks like more modifiers. And some more of these. Okay. So, long story short, lots to learn here, lots to discover, lots to explore. And as soon as I get into it deep enough where I feel like I could form an informed impression from the solo standpoint, I will certainly let you know and tell you what I think about it. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Whatever you do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy.